and I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. We don't have one here tonight, but we are going to have a wonderful rainy night, a rainstorm like none other. But to get into the mood, I have to remember Bing Crosby and the film The White Christmas. I was so lucky to be a part of that film. At the very end, I had a dance teacher named Nico Charisse, and he was told to bring all of his ballet dancers over for the final scene. And we got onto the stage, I'll never forget it, and did our little pirouettes and stood on toe. And there's just a smidgen of that moment left on film. I think they cut a lot of it out, but it's a wonderful memory for me. And to prove that, I will show you. These were my red shoes that I got to wear on stage with Bing Crosby and Rosemary Clooney. It was just wonderful, actually. The memory of it all is so dear. And the table, as you know, has been set and is ready to go for a wonderful meal tonight. I think for me, the energy of doing all these things is the benefit. I so enjoy making certain that every guest that ever comes to my table has a wonderful experience. And I'm hoping for that tonight. And so let's go over to the kitchen and I'll show you again what we're going to have. Turn the lights on a little bit here. So we're starting with a wonderful butternut squash soup. Thank you, Finley Farms. Wonderful, wonderful produce all the time. We're very blessed to have it. And from there, we'll move into a wonderful fresh Finley Farms spinach salad, just lightly wilted, with an array of mushrooms and dillweed and a homemade vinaigrette. After the soup and the salad, we'll go right to these fantastic Miami-born lobsters, thanks to John Easterling, who has been able to bring them back from Florida on several occasions, and he offered them for tonight. They're going to be sauteed in a combination of garlic butter and Parmesan cheese. That's the best way to get that crispiness on top of the opaque color of the lobsters. And they're only going to take anywhere from 4 to 5, maybe 6 minutes until the skin actually becomes opaque. And the big challenge for me today was the French tarte tatin. I've made them before, but this is tricky because you don't want your pastry crust to get too brown, and at the same time you don't want your apples to get too wilted. You want them to be a little bit springy, and I think